Farm dispatch, reading you, farm dispatch. Gotcha. How'd you confirm or deny the llamas? Llamas, where are the llamas?
No. That thing you saw was not Bigfoot. Never was. Never will be. Don't let Tobias and Francis fill your head with that nonsense.
Shut up. I'm too busy trying to put my head back together. Come on.
If you're in a bind, pay a visit to the friendly dumpster out back. I always seem to find just what I need in there.
If she mentions that friendly dumpster one more time, I'm going to be very unfriendly to her when and if I run into her. Not exactly calling that a failure, but it wasn't my favorite mission. I have no idea what that was that I mean, what, do some places just have time limits? And then you don't have a choice, you have to get out of there because there's a storm closing in even though you didn't link a gateway? And on top of that, well, I glimpsed the ARC device, the map on it. There are apparently two levels of storms. Actually 3 if you count the possibility of there not being any storms at all. So, you've got no storms, you've got storms, the kind that you're familiar with, and then you've got superstorms. And when I say superstorms, what I mean is whatever, I guess they're like regular storms, but more intense. And that's something that I was almost caught in the middle of when I had to link that gateway. So I noticed another car quirk. What's all this? Health, fuel, fuel and battery. Yeah, I gotta top myself off for both of those. Now that I think about it, the friendly dumpster gave me chemicals last time. I could always use those. Charge the battery. Oh, and the quirk. I discovered another quirk. So, let's see. Steering wheel. Where's the steering wheel? Steering wheel. Since this was both right and left, I'd say, hey, when it swerves hard, the headlights switch off. Am I right or am I right? No? 2 out of 4 correct. Okay, well, wait a minute. Then what was it? I know the steering wheel and the headlights are connected. But, it can't possibly be left and right, left or right, because I've seen it done left and right. I've got 8 guesses remaining. Now it can't possibly toggle because they don't brighten. I thought they maybe it's when it stays turning. And they don't switch off because I don't have to switch them back on again. So it's either dims or flickers. I was right. Okay. So apparently when the steering wheel stays turning, the headlights dim. I'll need an electrician's kit. I can come up with one, don't worry about that. And that is a much more serious flaw than that thing with the car horn, because shutting the headlights off, it means I can't see. Boy, I can't exactly understate the importance of seeing, you know what I mean? I gotta... okay, how do I... select it, fix the quirk. You know, I keep wanting to press Y, but as in yes, because this is an old-timey DOS prompt, or at least it looks like one. Resolved. Headlights dim when steering wheel stays turning. Okay. Another quirk over and done with. Dumpster. Plasma. Oh, you are you are too kind. See, I keep thinking I forgot to pull something out of the trunk. Alright, let's see what little I can get out of this 1.4 stable energy. Well, I am running out of space in my locker. But I'm also interested in what else I can get. What is this? Limb pulse emitter. Makes it difficult for anything to hold on or harm the vehicle. So I guess that would be nice to have in this case. Getting something, but I forget what it was. I mean, they say money's useless unless you spend it. Now these are all the next level of... Wait, are they? Lead-plated, yeah. I mean, we're armored. But then, these things... I don't know what materials you need. Oh, I gotta scan a shaggy scramblers. And lead shielding. And a cackling crawl. These are a lot of anomalies that I have never heard of. What's this one here? Insulated door. Well, I don't know. I've got better doors than crude anyway. Oh, this is just materials. What's this one here? Fuel. A better fuel can. Well, running out of fuel hasn't really been that much of an issue for me right now. And I've got quite a few different road flares. I'm guessing the one thing that I'd like... Oh, I'd need 6 steel sheets. Well, I can do that. And it needs 0.5 kilolimbs. What's this here? A detailing... This is the detailing station. Okay, but... It's over like cosmetics. And this other thing... It allows this antenna to be activated multiple times before overheating. Well, I wasn't aware of... And this is a an upgrade for my backpack. It takes 3 kilolimbs. Fascinating. Well, I think what I'd like to do here is this do? I can remove individual sections of a vehicle. But it's an entire kill. So, alright. I'm gonna get my expanded locker. Actually, wait a second. There was this one thing here. I didn't notice it, but it's an expansion rack. Additional piece of equipment on the side of the car. But what would I mount there? I'm not sure, but it seems like a good idea. So for both of those together, I'm going to need 8 steel sheets. But I've got a pretty considerable amount of steel. One expanded locker. Where do I put that? Seems to be a couple of different places I can stick it. It's here. I'll put it in here. Maybe I can put that dumpster pearl in there. Where did I put it? Oh, right. In here. Put the shop vac in here too. Maybe that'll be for the big equipment. And then the other thing. For the old car. So this is a side rack. Where would I put the thing? I can put it in a couple of places. Yeah, there. Now, there was something else here. It was relatively cheap. But I don't remember what it was. Although, I could simply use... Let me just pick this. Okay, yeah, this is just a circuit board. I might need that later. Okay, let's talk logbook here. I made an expanded locker. It's just a big locker. And I made a side rack, just in case I need equipment that just in case I have equipment that I need to mount to my car. And refining circuit board. Now let's talk weather. Heavy fog. Thick, low-lying fog is never going to lift. And this thing, the can opener. Transmission fragments, date and origin unknown. Can anybody hear us? We're still inside the cabin. One of those things is tearing up the ground outside and it doesn't stop. It went through Baxter like when you walk through tall grass, like it wasn't there. God. Come in. Come in, Control. Can you hear us? You have to understand, they escaped containment. The anomalies escaped. They escaped. They all escaped. Well, I'm not going to yell. Now this trip, number 5. Kind of a short trip. Boy, I never thought I could make more than 101%. I'm guessing there's a margin of error here. Or maybe it was because I kept healing myself. I spent 1 minute and 14 seconds in a storm, so new record there. Didn't get around much, did I? I landed 5 kicks, triggered a quirk 60 times, probably because of that steering wheel. Alright, well. Oh, you know what I ought to do? Before I forget. Impact hammer. Gears first, though. Then the impact hammer. Seems like there's a bunch of stuff I gotta use up to free up some space. So it looks like G8's cleared up, but there's a storm on somewhere I haven't been, wherever's beyond E7. But this is the last one of those. And after that, I'm gonna go somewhere where it takes a little bit more. Like a little bit. I'm guessing it's a little bit more charge to get back. Okay, what's it? Spark surge. Well, that could be worse. And there's something that I haven't run into before. My front left tire is in bad condition.